welcome to Kayla's Beauty Talk. We're talking foundations today, so while I wait for you guys to pop on, we're prepping with primer. We'll talk about in a sec after you guys pop on why primer is so important, because it really is. You just need about a pea-sized amount for your whole face. Hello, hello. Say hi when you pop on. If this isn't live, if this isn't in red, it says live in red at the top. That means it's not live anymore. Hi, Jody. You can say hi coming from the replay or something like that if you want. I can still answer any foundation questions. Hi, Jody. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so I started with primer. Primer is so important for your eye makeup or your face makeup, but we're going to talk mainly about face. It's really going to help your face, like it preps your face. So it closes your pores, fills in fine lines, so your makeup can go on even. Gives that like even layer. It's going to help you use less product to give the same amount of coverage. Can help your makeup last all day better, and because it's closing your pores, it's going to reduce oil throughout the day as well. Hi Haley, hi Jane, hi Sarah. I missed quite a few highs. I'm sorry if I missed you. Hi Sandra, hi Renita, hi Sarah, hi Jody. Doing good, Tiffany. Hi Monica. Just gonna give it one more second. Oh, people pop on. I'm probably, I did bring shine glass. Good. Oh, sorry, got my shine gloss because we're probably gonna take our makeup off. I'm probably gonna do like half faces for everything, and I'm gonna show, because obviously, so we have many different foundation types and foundation combos. So that's what's awesome, is you can kind of mix and match what you use based on your skin type, and not only your skin type, but you know, if you're dry or oily. But some people like a more matte finish, some people like a more dewy finish, some people like, you know, an in between, more natural, slight glow but not too shiny, that type of thing. Hi Kristen, hi Tamara, hi Cheryl, hi Debbie, hi Jennifer. So that's what's awesome. There's so many different types on what goes. What's awesome is they're all our foundations are non-comedogenic, I think is how you pronounce it, which means non-pore clogging. That's basically what that means. Hi Pam, hi Nancy, hi Melody. So it's awesome. They're not going to clog your pores. They're all naturally based, chemical free, so there's nothing harmful in them. It's hyperallergenic too, so if you have sensitive skin, if you have rosacea, it's great for it. It's not going to flare anything up or anything like that. Hi Amanda, hi Tracy. Awesome, Ritza. Thank you. Hi Adela, right? Hi Samantha. What else was I gonna say? So definitely, as I'm going through this, oh, you're gonna see the cream foundation. I don't know if I don't know where the cream foundation is. I wasn't planning on using the cream foundation. Can we stream these videos on our big screens now? I don't know what that means. Hi Jennifer. Hi April. Hi Debbie. Hi Tina. Hi Sophia. I don't even know where my cream foundation would be. Like, honestly, like that's not one that I typically use, because for my skin type, it doesn't even kind of work. But I'm going to show so many different other combos and everything like that. So let me make sure I got everything while you guys finish popping on. Think of what, I'm going to wait a second before you guys, because everybody's still saying hi, so I don't want to miss comments on, what type of skin type you have or whatever. Let me get some different foundations out though. But I think we're going to start with our, you know, top seller, our liquid foundation. Dry and oily skin. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of them, and then you guys can kind of retell me if I missed something or if you weren't able to be live for that. Okay, so make sure to, you know, empty the dropper and shake up your liquid foundation good when you have it. Hi Erica, hi Kimberly, hi Tara. Oh, you can stream on your TV. Is there a Facebook app on your TV? I don't know how to put Facebook on TV. That's cool. If it's possible, let me know. Hi Valerie, or let me know how you did that. Hi Stephanie. Hi Cynthia. You have dry skin and use the BB cream and top it with pressed powder, and I still feel like I look like I have dry skin. Probably shouldn't put the powder on top. What you can do, and I will show you that combo, definitely, is mix the BB cream with the liquid foundation, which is going to be one of my combos I definitely do. I'm going to be having a lot, I'm going to be doing a lot of different combos, probably a minimum of 5 different combos. Oily skin, definitely a pressed powder, which I will show you how awesome it is alone. Okay, wait. Like I said, wait a second before you come in with your skin types. Let me go through everything, so I'm not having to just sit here and not apply makeup. I'm going to apply the makeups and tell you what type of skin type it's for, or what type of skin it's for, and then what kind of finish it's going to leave on your face. And then if I miss anything, or if you missed that part of my video, I can re-go over anything. If you have a smart TV, you can. My smart TV's never had a Facebook app. Hi, Becca, Peggy, apparently there's brand new smart TVs out there with Facebook apps. Okay, liquid foundation brush. So I'm going to show you just using this alone on half my face. This is what we're going to do. And then I'm going to show you just BB cream alone for right now. Hi, Peggy, hi, Kayla. Okay, so I'll probably use 4 drops for half my face. Keep it easy. Like I said, I start with primer. This is my face before. This is about a medium coverage, but I'm going to show you how it is buildable. So if you do a whole second layer, you can get more coverage. So if you have normal skin, you can use any foundation, of course. So, you know, this is for normal to slightly dry or normal to slightly oily. That, you know, like, so if you're super, super dry, I wouldn't use this. And if you're super, super oily, I wouldn't use this. But if you get just a little bit oily, because this powder is a liquid, or because this liquid is a liquid that dries to a powder finish, it's not really wet or oily on the skin. So, you know, it's best for more, obviously, normal. But what, you know, it's awesome part is you can mix and match everything. Use a smart TV and use the smart view settings on your phone. It connects it. So like an Apple TV would do that? Because I know like Apple TV, you can, at least for my iPhone, like you can link your iPhone to the Apple TV. HDMI cord, that would make sense. That would make sense. I feel like foundation takes a lot of the foundation. If you want, I mean, I definitely feel like as I'm applying it, anything that's there, like, it's not settling all the way down or anything. It just settles slightly below. So, like, as you're rubbing it out, it all blends on. But you can definitely drop it in the back of your hand and then dab it in and then rub it in if you want to. Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple more drops and show you that you can just use a tiny bit more, and you're going to get more coverage if you stipple it on. This is not supposed to, this is about a medium coverage. It's not supposed to be for full coverage or anything, but you can get a lot more coverage if you do 2 layers like that. You can see it, like, I've got rid of most of my pimples right there. This is very lightweight. It's doesn't dry, like, it dries to a powder finish, but not powdery, if that makes sense. You know, not like looking like a powder, but it's not oily. This is definitely our #1 seller, and it mixes so well with so many things, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is Velour that I'm using right now. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Jillian. How should the foundation blush last year? I don't know what a foundation blush is. That's what you said in the last comment too. You like the foundation blush, but like a different type. I don't know. I'm a little confused. Okay. What am I doing? We're gonna do BB cream. BB cream. I'm gonna show you BB cream alone because I don't use this alone often, and then I'm gonna show you how you can top it all with powder. So the BB cream is only a light coverage. This I usually use in the winter. I have to use in the winter because my skin gets dry. But even in the summer, what I love, so if you don't know, if you haven't watched me before, I have very oily skin all year round, but in the winter I tend to get drier. And in the summer, sometimes I want just like if I'm going to the beach, I just like just a little something so it doesn't look like I have makeup on. So if I'm going to the beach or the poolside or something like that, just have a little something on my face so I feel like I have something on. It's kind of dewy when you first apply, and it doesn't dry all the way, but it doesn't stay as dewy, if that makes sense. The foundation brush should last you forever. It's not, I mean, years, I would say. I mean, I've had mine for over a year, so, and it hasn't gone anywhere. I've had my powder puff brush for almost 2 years. It's not looking like it's going anywhere. So just wash it every week. I mean, I'd say at least a few years. You probably want to top it off the powder if you have oily skin, like pretty oily skin, you definitely want to top it with a powder. No, Amanda, you guys know I live in Japan. It takes me a couple weeks to get stuff. Okay, we're gonna go through all the different foundation types. Yes, Megan, I have. I've been using the foundation brush. The liquid foundation brush? Forgot the new brush. Any tips you have? Same application. Same application, if that's what you mean. Sorry, I was getting a little confused. Is this the right color? Okay, this is the best. Okay. So I'll probably use about that much for half my face. Less is more. You do not want to, for anything, you do not want to overuse. This is really weird. I do not usually use my left hand. Okay, so I'm going to show you how the BB cream looks alone. So if you have dry skin, you are definitely, no matter what, whether it's a combo or using this alone, you are going to want this BB cream. Okay, and I don't even have dry skin right now, and I even like it for my oily skin. It feels so soft if you have like I don't know, if you have like any acne, I feel like it just softens out like the acne scars, if that makes sense. If you have like rosacea, it just feels soft and soothing on it. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit shiny right now. After about 5 to 10 minutes, you know, some of that subsides, but as you can see, there's a lot less coverage in the BB cream. It's not meant for coverage. It's meant to just keep it moisturized. It's a tinted moisturizer. And it's also a complexion enhancer. You probably can't even see that because it's backwards. But it's a complexion enhancer, so it will improve your skin over time. If you struggle with like a lot of acne, use this consistently. You can use it mixed, and I'm going to show you different combos like actually on my skin. You can mix it with liquid foundation, top it with a powder, mix it with a concealer. I'm going to show you too. What was I going to say? But it's going to improve your skin. Seriously will. I apply it the same exact way I apply, like I just drip a couple drops on there and I buff it on. I apply it the same exact way on my powder concealer brush. I feel like for extremely large pores, the BB cream is best, especially if you mix it with a liquid foundation. I feel like, cause I have some pores, here, it's really hard to see on cameras, but I feel like they look the most flawless when I'm using the BB cream because it's BB flawless, you know, for a reason. But you can mix it with liquid foundation. I'm going to show that, okay? Okay, so again, dry skin, you definitely need this, and I'm going to show you how no matter what, you can top it with a powder, either one. Okay, if you have super dry skin, I probably wouldn't even top it with a powder. But if you have dry skin that gets oily too, this is best for combination skin. Dry skin that gets oily too. This will help with the dryness, and this will help with the oiliness by topping it with a powder. This is our pressed powder foundation. And I'm just going to apply, especially when you have too dry skin, don't apply too much. There's not really a reason to apply too much. So just take a little bit with the powder puff brush, and I'm going to show you. And you're going to get more coverage, I swear, because it's like kind of dewy on your face still. So as you're applying it, you can barely use any, and it just kind of adheres to that really well. So this combo is definitely amazing for combination skin. As you can see, it's giving more coverage now. So that's, you know, about the same coverage, if not a little bit more. And then you can do the same thing with the liquid foundation if you like a matte finish, or you get oily throughout the day. It's just I'm just taking a little bit. I'm just slightly dabbing it in, like not too much, and just dabbing it anywhere. Use BB with liquid. I love BB with liquid for sure, which we're gonna do in a sec. Okay, so it's kind of funny because after you finish it all off together, it kind of all just looks the same and blends together, which is awesome. So if you have dry and oily skin, mix these two. Or not mix these two, use this and then top it with that. And then like normal skin or normal to slightly oily or whatever, this is not as oily as a normal liquid, so that's what's awesome. Like it doesn't leave you as oily. It's not oily, but it doesn't leave you looking as oily. Would you use the loose powder over the BB cream? You definitely can use the loose powder over the BB cream as well. You can do that too. It's going to be a little bit less of a matte finish. With red dry skin BB cream. Red skin, anything. The redness doesn't matter. They're all hyperallergenic. It's not going to irritate your skin anymore. Glad you love the BB cream. Okay, so we're going to take this off, and then we're going to do more BB cream. Okay, so then we're going to, so I use the BB cream alone on my face just now, as you saw. If you saw this, oh my goodness, come out. And then I topped it with powder. Next, we're going to do half a face with BB cream mixed with our Skin Perfecting Concealer. Where's my color that I need? With our Skin Perfecting Concealer, and I'm going to put that everywhere. Oh, goodness, I forgot. I was going to wet my blending bud. Okay, I'll just wet it with, oh, I do have a water bottle here. I'm going to wet it that way. Sorry, I'm talking to myself now. Normal to dry skin and you like the liquid foundation, that's good. So I feel like if you have slightly dry skin, the liquid foundation's good. I feel like if your skin's really dry, I would stick with definitely the BB cream. Or I'm going to show you how you mix the BB cream to liquid, and that's like heaven for all skin types, I swear. Awesome, Sarah. Glad you like. When you use the BB cream and foundation, do you still need concealer? BB cream and pressed powder? Is that what you mean? I wouldn't say you would need it. You could use it, but the powder is going to give you pretty decent coverage. I mean, I definitely think it's going to cover everything. But I think if you have dry skin, the way I'd apply the concealer is with the blending bud, for sure. Okay, I'm going to spray some rose water. Awesome. Awesome, Allison. Okay, spray some rose water. Get that all in my hair, goodness. I don't have my moisturizer out here, so we're just gonna go straight to primer. Because you still want to use primer. Awesome, Denise, sounds good. And you guys can definitely share this. It can help everybody's foundation types, and I will re-go over everything basically at the end. You know, I'll like actually be able to read, you know, if I didn't go over your skin type or something like that. Okay, give me a second. My nose is killing me. Sorry. Okay, where's my blending buds? There. Hi, Angelica. Okay, so I have a water bottle here, so I'm gonna wet this blending bud down. I was gonna do that before I came on the video in my sink, and I just totally forgot. So you definitely want a wet blending bud. Blending bud. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk for the life of me. Okay, I'm just putting that down right now. Yes, Jacqueline, we're talking about dry skin just right now. So just hold tight. The primer goes a long way. Like, I'm not kidding you, minimum 6 months long, if not up to 8 months. Like, mine seriously lasts me like 7 months at least. Okay, yeah. Wait, like I said, I'm going to answer the specifics. So I'm going through every skin type and every finish. I'm going to go through probably at least 6 different foundations. We've already gone through 2 different combos. And then at the end, I can re-go over anything if you missed that part. It's going to be way easier than me trying to read like 100 people's different skin types. It just makes it way easier. Okay, so we're going to mix our BB cream with our Skin Perfecting Concealer. This is going to give you full coverage for drier skin. I would definitely recommend this with a blending bud, like I said, for a dry skin, because like if you, for any skin type, you can use it with the brush, but I just feel like, I don't know how to explain. If you've ever used a blending bud that's wet, it just feels like soft and moisturizing on your face. I think I need to wipe some of this off. That was the amount that I should use for the full face. So we're gonna kind of take some of this away because we don't need all that. That was too much. I'm really pale and I'm red. What kind of bronzer would you consider? The Sunset was our lightest bronzer. I know, swear's never ending. If you watched me like probably 2 weeks ago 2 or 3 weeks ago before I opened this primer, I kept like squeezing the last bit out for like good 2-3 weeks. I was squeezing out like the last bit of concealer, the last bit of primer, I was like, this is almost out. And every day I was like, there's still stuff left in here. Wait, pretty fair skin, not dry or oily with BB cream or liquid foundation? Probably, I mean, it depends what finish you like. Like I said, at the end, we're gonna go through, I'm gonna go through what's gonna be best for all types of skin. But when you have normal skin, it just would have to do with what type of finish you like in your makeup. More matte, more, you know, dewy of a finish, like an in-between, that type of thing. Oh, I was able to just keep squeezing. Okay, so that's my BB cream. And that's my concealer. I use a little bit less of the concealer. I'm using Velour concealer and Bisque BB cream right now. So I'm gonna kind of mix these with my finger. This is probably more than enough too, by the way. Oh, especially because I just realized I'm only doing half a face. This is more than enough. I keep using way too much product. Goodness. Okay. So I'm just gonna slightly rub it everywhere and then put it with the blending bud. So this is definitely, because the concealer is max coverage, this is definitely going to give you the most coverage for dry skin. Because again, the BB cream is a tinted moisturizer. Okay, sorry. We kind of look like a crazy person right now, but we're going to use our blending bud. So, slightly damp blending bud. Let me make sure it's not too wet. Okay, it's not too wet. You like a matte finish? If you don't have, I would probably use the liquid foundation or just maybe the pressed powder just alone. If you like a matte finish. But if you like a matte finish, I'd probably suggest definitely topping off the powder at the end. Dropped your rose water in the toilet? Oh, wait, you flushed it down? Wow, how did it actually go down the drain? Or down the, whatever, that's kind of nice kind of toilet apparently. Okay, BB cream concealer. It is going to dry a good amount, so hopefully I can show you as I start doing the other side with the liquid foundation and the BB cream, how this will dry a little bit. It's not going to get matte on your face because this combo isn't supposed to, but it's not going to be quite as shiny as it is right now. But as you see, that is full coverage. What was I going to say? Really, really good for dry skin. That is definitely full coverage for dry skin. And if you have really dry skin, this is when I wouldn't say not to top with the powder. If you don't have dry skin and you want this combo or something like that, then take a pressed powder or take our loose powder or take our setting powder and just top it off with some powder to give it a matte finish. But if you probably don't need this combo if you don't have dry skin. Going to Disney in August? Awesome. Wait, what type of skin do you have though, Shannon? I would definitely say powder, but if you have dry skin, sorry, I'm trying to read the comments as I do this. Oh yeah, goodness. Yeah, I don't even want to know what's in the stuff at Walgreens. Okay, so now we're going to the other side. And you can apply this combo with the blending bud, but I really like to apply this combo with their liquid foundation brush. And so in the wintertime, I get like crazy dry. Like my skin gets like flaky dry. And I use this combo practically every day, all winter long. And then because I do get oily too, so it's weird. Like I get a weird combo in the summer or in the winter. I always top with the powder, but I'm going to show you without the powder. Maybe cream and liquid foundation. And I swear this combo is like good for like any skin type. But again, okay, we're gonna wipe this off. But if you don't like, this is not like a matte finish. It's not like really shiny on your face, this combo, but it's not necessarily a matte finish. Matte does not mean it feels cakey. No, matte does not mean it feels cakey. Matte means there's no shine to it. If you have dry skin and you're trying to, like if you have really dry skin and you're just trying to use a powder, then you're gonna look cakey. It's not gonna look right on you. But if you use something with a BB cream, okay, so oh my goodness, that's way too much again. I keep doing enough for a full face. I am not learning from my own mistakes. Okay, let's do about that much. We're just gonna do 2 drops of this liquid foundation, if I can remember. 2 drops, liquid foundation mixed with a little bit of BB cream. I would do about 4 drops for my full face usually. We talked about this before. What does BB stand for? Beauty? Oh shoot, somebody tell me. We've talked about this before, and I always forget. Okay, so this combo is about, I'd say about a medium to full coverage. Again, just like when I used the liquid foundation before, this is all buildable. But you're definitely going to get more coverage with this side. But this is the combo for dry skin. And if you get like if you have dry skin and you get slightly oily, you can just leave this. If you have dry skin that get very oily, then I top it with the powder at the end. Well, I top anything with the powder at the end. Okay, so that's more of a medium coverage, but I feel like, I mean, either of these are going to give you a flawless, but I feel like this is definitely the most, like if you have large pores, I feel like this combo is definitely the best for like, say, large pores, very dry flaking. It's very, very light and thin on your face. If you're more aging skin, I feel like this is such a great combo too. Like it doesn't settle in easily at all in your fine lines. Not Bottomless Beauty. Beauty Balm. Yeah, I think it's Beauty Balm. I'm pretty sure it's Beauty Balm. That makes sense. The BB cream, if that's the question, is 32. Or no, oh my goodness, I just read 32. It's 39. And I can go through all the prices at the end as well. Okay, so there we go. Again, we can use maybe I'll just show you quickly. If you throw an extra drop of just a liquid foundation on, you can get just a little extra coverage on those pimples. But this is only about a medium coverage. This is the full coverage. So this is a face for a dry skin. Well, we're doing a half face for everything, but this is a face of dry skin. The BB cream mixed with a skin perfecting concealer for full coverage for dry skin, or medium coverage for dry skin. And if you want to make it full coverage, and as long as you're not too dry, top it off with powder, or top it off with their setting powder. Either of those. There are presenters that use the cream foundation, but it's for a very specific skin type and skin finish. So the cream foundation, which I don't even know where mine would be very old, probably actually be expired at this point. I'm personally not a fan of. I get very oily. It is a cream. That's exactly what it says. It's not, it's not as non-comedogenic like all our other foundations, but it's thicker. It's very, very silky finish, as in very dewy, as in not dry on your face. It's a little bit thicker, and just for me and my skin type. So a lot of people, if you like a cream foundation and you normally use a cream and you like a silky finish, that's what that would be for. But it's, I mean, if you have dry skin, like people like try to recommend that for dry skin, I still don't recommend that. It's going to settle in your dry spots, and it's going to show your dry spots more. The only thing you should be using, and I don't mean only as an alone, but you definitely, if you have dry skin at all, you have to have this BB cream. And I had my last BB cream for like 18 plus months. Okay, I didn't use it every single day, but every single day in the winter I did. So the BB creams last forever. I just opened up my next one recently. So I think we're good with that, with dry skin. And again, I can answer any questions. I'm more showing you like how to apply them as well right now, and then I'll try to go over as many people's comments as I can see at the end of this video. So let's go through more. What did I miss? Definitely powder foundation. Did I go through most things? I definitely want to show you powder alone, because powder alone, if you have not dry skin, is definitely perfect for the summer. Well, for me, it's perfect all year round, I swear. But, sorry, I was trying to see if I had any more questions. I'm trying to think, is there any other combos that I missed? You shake it up, and it still comes out like water mix in it. It's not as thick as it looks when I just put it out. I mean, I would basically squeeze it out and show customer support in a picture. I have the loose powder. I can show that right now. The loose powder is a limited item. There are a couple shades that already sold out. As soon as it's sold out, it's sold out. It was a limited item that was brought in. These are mineral makeup. Yep. All the foundations are mineral. Yep. If I only wear powder, my skin is fine, but when I use foundation, my skin gets oily and creases. Then just use powder. In the summertime, and actually most of the year until I get dry, then I definitely got to go through the BB cream. I will use this every single day of the year, whether I'm topping it on top of the BB cream or just using it alone, but all summer. My biggest preference, if you've ever watched me, is the powder foundation alone. So we're going to use our, what is it called? Primer, of course. We can do that, Tina. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna do that in 1 second. I'm trying to think of which order to do it in. Okay, so primer. And at the beginning of this video, I talked about why primer is so important, because it seriously is. So yeah, let's do half a face with, yeah, we'll make this whole combo. Why not? Because I know you can definitely do this. BB cream, liquid foundation, and skin perfecting concealer. So I'd say, again, this is drier skin, this combo, that want a... I didn't show you how it started. Hopefully you guys saw, or hopefully you can rewatch this video, that this half of my face started to get a little bit less dewy as it sat on my face. So... let's do these three combo. And when you're mixing stuff in combos, they're gonna last you like forever, because you're gonna use less, obviously, when you're mixing combos. Okay, let's do 3 drops of that, a little bit of BB cream, and then a little bit of skin perfecting concealer. Let's do 2 little squirts of the skin perfecting concealer. So let's do that for half the face, and this will be more of a full coverage for drier skin. Oh goodness, Portia, I'm trying to read your thing. I would say for that type of skin, the BB cream, like I feel like the BB cream and the liquid foundation really gives you, like when you have like deep pores or because of an infection, little scars, I feel like that just lays over it as best as possible for sure. If you have very, very dry skin, yeah, you probably can use a concealer too, but I don't know, I would just even stick with just those 2. Every item's not out of stock. Oh, every item you want. I was gonna say everything's not out of stock. Oh, just the ones you want, yeah. Oh, bittersweet splurges? I didn't realize that. Yeah, these couple products, the new products have been selling out like crazy, for sure. But the kudos is always while supplies last. So that one's definitely wasn't unexpected at all. The luminizers, I'm surprised how long they've been out of stock, or the setting powder. So hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. If I'm satin and liquid, do you think I should go down in pressed powder? No, the pressed powder would run a tiny bit lighter than the powder, or than the liquid, but I feel like satin, liquid, and powder are pretty close. So I would probably just stick with the same for both. You can send me a picture of Natural Lighting to help best. Oh, I recommend these two combo, and then if you get really oily, top it with a little bit of powder. So you can top it with our setting powder if you have that, our loose powder if it is available in your color, or our pressed powder. Any of those I really think would be good. As long as you're just applying a little bit of powder on top, it's going to help stop the oil but not make your dry areas. But I feel like this combo BB cream and liquid foundation is awesome, especially for big pores, like I said. Oh, thank you, Allison. Okay, so we're doing this combo, sorry, the 3 of these. And then we'll do just powder on the other side. And when you use this brush, make sure, so you can apply it at whatever rate you want, but when you're finishing off, light motions to finish off, light little streaks. So you don't, get any streakings. If you press too hard on your foundation, you're gonna end up getting streaking, which is what nobody wants. And you can also, again, do this combo with a blending bud. If you ever feel like your skin's so dry that nothing's working, you add, oh my goodness, apply it with the blending bud that's slightly wet. Have I tried the highlighters? Yeah, or try the highlights. Yeah, the luminizers, is that what you mean? Yes, they're definitely very pigmented. Yes, they definitely would last. Okay, so there we go. That's the combo of those 3. I think it's just, it gives you that little bit more coverage, and then you can always take the concealer if you want to spot cover anything. Using all 3 of those won't make your face oily. If you have oily skin, you need to top it off the powder. Always, no matter what. Oily skin, top it off the powder. Don't top it off the powder, you're gonna have oily skin. This is, when you're using BB cream, it's because you have dry skin. And then if you have dry and oily, that's when you use BB cream and powder. Okay, now we're just going to show you the power of the powder. The power of the powder. Okay, so I'm going to do it with the brush everywhere and then go through with the pad to get extra coverage. I feel like, so I'm getting a good amount on the, on the brush and applying it everywhere. This is taffeta color too in the pressed powder. And I'm just putting it everywhere. And I'm stippling it on, like as in pressing it on, and you're gonna get more coverage, without using more product. And then I'm gonna take the pad it comes with, and this will give you the most coverage. So when you're spot covering like pimples, you can use the pad everywhere. I've definitely used the pad everywhere all the time. But when you're spot covering or anything, I feel like I need to show you on these fresh pimples on the other side how this powder just covers it right up. So I feel like I need to show you that. So we're gonna take that part off with this. So now I can show you that. Okay, where is my primer? Because we need to still use the primer. Setting powder is just a set, no color. Exactly. But if this is your first time watching me and you don't know, this pressed powder I'm using is my personal, because I have very oily skin, favorite product ever, ever, ever. Ever that has existed. Okay. So just keep applying product to those pimples when you need extra coverage. Now this powder alone is not for dry skin. Don't use it alone. You can use it as a tapping powder, but don't use it alone if you have dry skin, okay? So don't come to me and say, I got the powder because you love it, but I have dry skin. The oily skin, that's when you need this stuff. Okay, so that just covers those like it's nothing. Like this is my favorite. It is full coverage, it is powder, use up the primer. I don't get oily all day. I've used many different powders. I've used drugstore powders. I've used other name brands. I've used Bare Minerals, was my favorite before this. But this is the reason I joined Younique. I love this powder foundation because I didn't have to reapply it all day. You know, all day. Like literally would last. It wouldn't get oily. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't smear off on clothes. Hopefully you guys can see. For me, it doesn't come off on clothes. I can go hot, sweaty, humidity, and nothing goes anywhere, okay? Yeah, well, I only used 2 today. There's 2 Shine Cloths. If you have oily skin, you can use the BB cream, but for me, if you have very oily skin and you're not dry at all, why would you want to use anything else besides powder? It's easy, you're gonna get full coverage. But yes, you can use if you use the BB cream and top it with the powder, you're not gonna get oily. Because in the wintertime, I get oily and dry. So that's why I use these 2 or all 3 of these in the wintertime. Mineral Makeup has a natural sunblock, but not SPF in it. Awesome, Amber. We do have SPF in 2 out of the 3 day creams as well. So I don't know if you guys want to comment now. Did I not go through your skin type? Did you miss something? I can re-go over anything. If I do tell you what to use best for your skin, that's just a recommendation from me. But you can always re-watch that part of this video or something to see how I would apply that as well. So I don't have to go over how to apply again. Hi, Amber. Well, you can definitely re-watch. If you're just coming in, definitely re-watch. Foundation crease in your eyelids. You gotta tell me what type you're using. That doesn't help me. I need to know what type of skin you have. So I need to know like 4 types of things. Okay, what type of skin you have, what type of finish you like, what type of, what was I gonna say? What type of coverage you want, like full coverage, medium coverage, lighter coverage, and what type of foundation do you typically like to use? You know, like some people prefer a liquid, some people prefer a powder. Like I've always preferred a powder over a liquid, but I've never found a liquid before this liquid that didn't leave me oily. But when I use this liquid, I do always use it with powder because I get oily. The setting powder is just a translucent setting powder. I can do that, let me do it on this side for you guys. But you're not gonna see any difference really. I'm just gonna use a powder puff brush, but it's just a translucent setting powder and it will set your face. This is definitely good too if you have thick pores. It'll help so you know, they're not shown as much like on top of that. Oh, thank you, Rachel. My eyebrows are really thin naturally, so I just kind of pluck randoms, but for me, I think the powder foundation lasts the best in really heat. But if you have dry skin, use it with a BB cream. But always if you have any bit of oily skin or you don't like a shiny finish, always top with the powder. Okay, you use liquid, then concealer on top of eyelids and pressed powder. You use that on your eyelids. I don't usually put anything on my eyelids. When I'm doing my eye makeup, I don't put anything on my eyelids. So honestly, that's what I would recommend, is using our eye primer for oily eyelids. Where's our eye primer? Eye primer for oily eyelids, and don't put any foundation on your eyelids before you put eye color on it. Your foundation and loose powder, I love them both. My next purchase is bronzer, BB cream. Awesome, I'm glad you love. Wait, listen. Yeah, use setting powder and you can use the setting powder and pressed powder. I don't honestly see a purpose. Let's throw some on top of this powder and see what happens. I don't find a purpose in that, but you can. I wouldn't see why, like, what it would mess up. See, it feels, I mean, I feel like it feels the same as the liquid, or as the powder alone. Oh, awesome, Cheryl. I'm glad. That's why I kind of wanted to just get through it all first and then kind of answer any questions, because it's going to make it easier if I could just go through all the skin types. Hi, Tasha. Iris, if you obviously get tanner in the summer than the winter, yes, you would obviously wear 2 different shades. I would only recommend your current shade. Like if you send me, so if you guys want help with your color, definitely send me a picture in natural lighting. I'd be happy to help with your color. So right now I'm sitting right in front of a window. This is perfect lighting for me to help. In front of a window, outside, just indoor lighting is really hard to tell with your color. Okay, the price of foundation, let's do everything. $39 for this. I'd say daily use of a dime size amount would probably last you 5 months, if not longer. Liquid foundation just completely depends how long you use it. It's $39, and I'd say between 3 and 6 months, just depending on how much you use. If you're mixing with the BB cream, it's going to last you probably at least 6 months. If you're using it alone, it might last you more like 3 months, you know, because you're going to use a little bit more. Our pressed powder is $32, and 2 to 4 months. If you're using just the pressed powder alone, I'd say about 2 months. If you're using it as a topping powder, it can maybe last 4 to 6 months. If you're just, you know, applying just a little bit as a topping powder, you're not going to go through it quickly. But if you're using it alone, about 2 months. What else did I use? Wait, was that really it? A concealer? I haven't even tried to go through one of these. The one I use the most is Scarlett, because I like to highlight with her concealer. But like, I've had this for 18 months. Like, I mean, I swear it's gonna last you forever. You don't need much of the concealer at all. The concealer is $29 too. Do you like the pressed powder or loose powder? Pressed powder. The loose powder, which we were talking, well, we can talk about real quickly. Again, this is limited supply. As soon as it's sold out of your color, it's sold out of your color for good. But this is less of a matte finish than our other powder, and it's a little bit less coverage than the pressed powder. So it's about a medium coverage. Full coverage is our pressed powder, and the loose powder is a little bit less of a matte finish. So like, not a dewy finish, but like less matte, if that makes sense. So for me, I will start to get, because I'm oily, naturally, an oily person, that sounds weird. As I wore this, after like, you know, 6 to 8 hours of wearing this, I was starting to see a little bit of shine to my face, which is fine. If you like a little bit of shine, it's not like it was going anywhere on my face, but I prefer the pressed powder for sure. Yeah, probably in my neck area. Can you see that? Super light complexion, also a bit, so if, for color wise, definitely send me a picture in natural lighting. Also a bit oily. Should I use moisturizer first? Always use moisturizer. If you're oily or dry, no matter your skin type, use a moisturizer. We do have different types of moisturizers for different types of skin, but if people, I know I hear this all the time, if you have oily skin, a lot of people will not use moisturizer because they think it's going to make them more oily. That's the complete opposite. If your skin's actually dry, and because you're not moisturizing it, it's going to produce more oil throughout the day because your skin's dry. And it's like, you know, I'm thirsty, feed me, so it's going to produce more oil, and that's going to kind of do the opposite thing you want. So just use a non-oily moisturizer, if that makes sense. I love highlighting too. I have the pressed powder, concealer, and liquid foundation. I just rebuy everything since using them since September 2016. Awesome. They last. Exactly. And everything comes with a money back guarantee. If you weren't, you know, on with me when I said that, you have 14 days to return, up to 14 days to return, even after using it for the full 14 days. So you can use a product for 2 weeks. If you decide this isn't for me, return it. Or if you decide this, you know, this is the wrong color, you have or the wrong type of product, you can exchange up to 90 days. You have to exchange. So for me, the primer, it would just depend. If I use it with the powder, I like to actually apply the primer and immediately apply the powder as a personal preference. When I'm applying the liquid or the BB cream, the liquid BB cream combo, I like to let it sit about 10 minutes, you know, between 5 and 15 minutes. I like to let it sit on my face before applying anything else. But with the powder, when I'm using the powder alone, if you've ever used this, it's just like a silky, it's almost like a moisturizing feeling on your skin. This isn't a moisturizer, but it's moisturizing feeling. So when I put the powder on top of it, it kind of gives the powder something to stick to, if that makes sense. So it adheres better. So that's why I like to apply that and then the powder immediately. Or if I use anything else, I like to let it sit so it's not too silky on my face still before I put a liquid to it. Does that make sense? Oh, awesome, Nicole. Glad to hear that. I have 6 kids. Is it juice proof? Yes, all our foundations, and our eye products, even our lip products, are all water resistant. So if you get wet or juiced on, I mean, your face might be a little sticky from the juice, but if you get wet or like from crying or in the rain or go swimming in the pool, just take a piece of paper towel and just bat at your face, you know, just pat it, and it won't go anywhere. If you rub it off, because it's not waterproof, yeah, it's gonna come off. But if you just bat it, you know, it's not gonna come off. You want the loose powder? Yeah. Are you waiting for it in the mail or something? Do you guys have any more questions? If I missed your comment, please comment again now, because I know I always miss stuff. What is BB cream? BB cream is a tinted moisturizer, and our BB cream specifically is also a complexion enhancer, so it does improve your skin over time. I like to go to a brush. For me, are you talking about the powder? For our pressed powder, I like to use a powder puff brush for the most part. You can also use our powdered concealer brush. This is synthetic hairs. This is real hairs. This one's obviously bigger, as you see. This one's smaller. And then I like to use the pad that it comes with to spot cover any pimples I have under my eyes. But you can even just use the pad as long as you don't have any dry skin. If you use the pad everywhere, it's awesome too. Should I wipe the powder concealer brush off in between using the liquid foundation powder? Kind of. I slightly wipe it off. Like just whatever's excess in the top I do. For dark circles, apply concealer first. Yeah, probably, yes. For me, I typically apply concealer after my foundation, but I typically use it to highlight. I think you could use it either way. I would try it honestly both ways, 2 different days. I would try it both ways, but I know a lot of people that have very dark circles and they prefer to use the concealer first. But you can do it either way, whichever works for you. I just was talking about your stuff. Awesome, Jessica. Yes, that is true. Definitely BB cream makes your skin look amazingly tan. Thank you, Megan. I'm glad. I'm glad I could help. Just kind of made me think you could put any of the luminizers. That's a good thing too. If you're getting a little tan on, we have our Beach Pha body bronzers too. You can mix just a little bit of that in with any of your foundations. If you have your winter color foundation and you need something that's gonna match your summer color and you don't want to get a whole new foundation, that's what you can do too. And what's awesome is any of our liquid foundations, if you have 2 colors, like say you have your winter color and then your summer color, but you're not quite your summer color yet, you can mix the 2 as well, and it'll go good. BB cream's 39. Thank you, Erica. Okay, I'm just gonna give it one more second. You guys don't have any more questions. Did I answer everything? But again, please message me and we can go over anything. And especially foundation color, definitely. But that's what's awesome. There are so many, as you see, different foundation combos. So that's what's awesome. Just play around with what's best for your skin and everything. That's what's awesome is I got to play around with so many different colors or so many different combos over the last 19 months of being with Younique. How do you keep your eyeliner from running? What kind of eyeliner are you using? Our eyeliners, our pencil liners are smudge proof, waterproof. They don't go anywhere. So that's the best advice I could get. I mean, primer before. Liquid foundation's 39. What was your second question? Something with a double chin. Like contouring? Is that what you mean by that? Like if you like contour your chin by putting a little bit of bronzer or any kind of contour powder or cream on your chin, it'll kind of more define that. But, okay, so you have very oily skin. Use the liquid foundation, primer, moisturizer, and SPF pressed powder all over that, and I use the Behold powder by midday. Do you only have oily skin? Kathy, is your skin just oily? Because if you're just oily, just use the powder. You don't need to go, you don't need to have crazy combos, but there's some people's skin type that crazy combos are the only way it works. And my skin in the winter is more kind of like that, more picky. But if you only have oily skin, just use our primer and powder. That is seriously all you need. It won't go anywhere. It's full coverage. Last thing I just held up. I held up a lot of things. What did I hold up? I held up a lot of things. Yes, BB cream come in 6 colors. And our liquid foundation, powder foundation, skin perfecting concealer, loose powder, cream foundation, they all come in 13 shades. And then our BB creams come in 6 shades. You never contoured ever? I mean, that's something you could try. I think that'd be my best. I'm sorry. I'm definitely not a makeup artist too, so don't ever think I'm a makeup artist. I just know about Younique products and what has worked for me in different times of the year and different skin types and other people I've what's it called? Talked to and their skin types and everything like that. Rachel, was there a question in that one? You're not white, you're clear. And I would apply on my eyelids because I can see your veins in your eyelids and eyeshadow. I only wear light colors. I don't know if that was a question or just a statement. Which luminizer? Liz. And I can. BB cream and this bronzer? Is that what you're asking, Tina? Oh, thank you, Casey. Tanning stuff for everybody. This is not tanner. This is body bronzer. It's basically body makeup. It washes off. It's not a self tanner. This is not self tanner. You're welcome, Monica. And this is 39. And this thing's huge. Do you see how huge this is? But this is basically something you can wear on your arms, your legs, or something. If you have like varicose veins, or basically they give you this stocking look. You know, like if you have a dress on in the middle of winter, which is what I use it for randomly, in the middle of winter, you got to wear a dress to your husband's graduation thing, and you're like, my legs are pale as can be, we need to put some of this on. And it just gives you body makeup, basically, for the day. Bronzer powder? Oh, are you talking about not this. Putting the BB cream everywhere and just putting a little bronzer in your bronzer areas? You're not, okay, I thought you meant like mix everywhere. I haven't tried that combo. I mean, I could assume it'd be awesome. You had said that if you were to apply it on my lids and not where I should. Oh, I would stick to just one product on your eyelids. Like probably just the powder on your eyelids. Just the powder on your shade everywhere. Sorry, you had asked that a while ago. I'm sorry, I have the worst memory. For oily skin, you mentioned using only powder one. Primer. Primer is always important. Primer is important for everything, but I swear, if it's most important for anything, it's with the powder, okay? Especially because you're going to use the powder when you have oily skin, and you're going to use, and that's going to help with oil production, like stop oil production, but also it really helps you use less of the powder. Like I said, it gives that something to stick to, if that makes sense. The powder lustrous. Let's do some lustrous. Surely so. We'll do that. I mean, most of everybody came off, but we'll do a little bit of that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of this, and I'll take my makeup off and finish up. So lustrous is gonna be a little bit dark for me, but it shouldn't be too dark. So I'm just gonna use our fan brush, and so I usually use the lightest shade of this. That's my favorite, iridescent. So I apply that right on my cheekbone. This is kind of wherever the sun hits. And kind of right, you do like a C shape, like right here. And then you do your contour bronzer right behind it. I'm not a makeup artist again, so you don't have to take my word on anything. Okay. That is kind of a nice color. It's a nice shine, but it's a little bit tan for me, I feel like. A little too dark. I like the lighter colors, but it's a nice glow. Awesome, Tina, I'm glad. Okay, well, I was gonna do the other side. We'll do the nose. Okay, so then you get a little bit on all the parts of your nose that you want to like pop out. So typically people do the button of their nose in this area. And you can do it like above your, like all above your eyebrows. You can do it just under your eyebrows, right on your lip. I know some people like go up and do all this area. I typically just do my nose and here and my lip. You pick one, yeah. I mean, I feel like in the summertime when I get a little bit more glow on, or you can, I mean, maybe not that color. The darker colors I like to use, but I definitely don't feel like it's not like it looks dark on me. I just like the brighter, lighter colors. Okay, let's get another shine cloth then. Let's get another shine cloth and we'll do half face with our cream luminizer, and we'll do half face with our body bronzer. Let's do that so you guys can see that. Wait, do you want me to pick this with a BB cream or this with a liquid foundation? You're gonna get a little bit more coverage with that, a little bit less coverage with this combo. I wouldn't use this alone on my face personally, so that's why I say combo. And then maybe I'll use one of the luminizers. Benevolent probably is. What do we might color right now? Let's see. What does Benevolent look like? Actually, maybe BB cream. We have self tanner. This is the body bronzer, the one I'm talking about. But we do have self tanners. I'm not going to go over that right now, but yes, we do have self tanners with the BB cream. Okay. Which I definitely feel like is best for summer. Okay, so I think we're going to use the lustrous, and then we'll do the other half of the face. So this is what lustrous cream looks like alone, mixed with the BB cream as well on the other half of the face. So you can see how this gives you a nice little glow too. They kind of actually both give you a little bit glow. But this will probably make me look a little tanner. It might make me look a little tanner than I look right now, so no judgment at that point when that happens. You're welcome, Rachel. Okay, and if you guys want to ask any more questions, I'll try to see if I can read any more. And I usually apply these combos with the liquid foundation brush. Is how I like to do it. You can probably use a blending bud. You could use a normal foundation brush. It's probably the only type of foundation things. Thank you, Jessica. Okay. Oh my goodness. Every time I take my makeup off, my nose wants to run. I don't know why. BB cream is a tinted moisturizer, and ours is a complexion enhancer too, so it will improve your skin over time. Okay, so either of these combos that I'm about to do would be good with the liquid foundation or with the BB cream. They both work. I feel like the BB cream is definitely perfect for summer though. No, Nicole, I'm not going to. I was going to debate if how long I was on here if I was going to do that, but not today. We're just talking about foundations. Okay, just want to shake it up good, both of them. Especially because I haven't used this in quite a while. At least probably a month. Okay, brush, like a foundation brush. I'm definitely going to wash this after. Keep like applying all these different combos to it. Okay, I'm going to end up using way too much for half my face. Whatever. Okay, I do about equal parts to both of these. So this is Sunset, which is our lightest color. Sunset, Hermosa, and Malibu. In that order is darkest, or lightest to darkest. I mix those two together. Again, this is a body makeup, but you can put it on your face, which is awesome if you want to give a nice summer glow, if you want to make your face a little bit tanner because, you know, your face is paler than the rest of your body or something, or your winter color doesn't, you know, doesn't match your summer tan. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. And this kind of feels like the same consistency, I would say, as just the BB cream. Like, it has that same moisturizing feeling. It does dry pretty dry on your face, though. Like, I'm going to show you, it's pretty dewy right now. It actually does kind of match my neck pretty good. It's just a little bit tan for me right now. So I would normally apply this after I get a little bit more of my summer glow on. But then you can use this on your legs, on your arm. I don't know what it's something that starts with a K. Do you guys know what it's called when you have little like red bumps on your arm? It's like keratosis or something along those lines. I was excited to keep watching with you. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put primer on. Stay lobby. For this, it's not a big deal with the application. It would more have to do with how it lasts throughout the day, you know, by applying your primer first. But I'd say the least amount of deal is when you use the BB cream. Like if you missed your primer. Keratosis. Keratosis, is that how you pronounce it? Yes. I knew it started with a K. I knew I could recognize it. But if you have that in your arm, I can share a picture after this too. If you put this on, it'll kind of give that stocking effect and just kind of blur it all away. Because there's a lot of people I know that feel very uncomfortable, you know, wearing tank tops or just don't like, you know, showing that or anything like that. It just really helps. So, like, we got this last year, and I know a lot of people, other presenters I was seeing, other people I know and stuff, that were loving it for that. If you have varicose veins on your lanes, it kind of helps blur that out too. After about 10 minutes, it dries. It's not going to rub off in your clothes or anything like that. If you go in the water, it's going to probably come off a little bit. Like I said, it's not a tan that lasts or something, but it's not going to rub off in your clothes by any means. You're welcome, Lisa. It worked for your wedding? Awesome. Okay, so now let's just, because why not? We're doing the other half of the face. Mix the BB cream with our cream luminizer. This will just give you a nice little like glow to your face. Just use a little bit more. So I'm using Bisque BB cream and Lustrous. Yeah, Lustrous. And I might have put too much of that. So about equal parts, maybe a little bit more BB cream than the other one. Or you dust and juice, right? So again, this will just give you that nice little healthy glow. This is not going to give you a lot of coverage, but actually by mixing it with that, it's going to give you a little bit more coverage than the BB cream alone. Or you can mix with the liquid foundation too. So it's nice when you want that nice healthy glow, especially in the summertime, mixing any of our cream luminizers just everywhere. So as you can see, it's definitely a little bit more coverage and obviously a little bit more color because of that bronzer. But you can already see that this is already kind of starting to dry on your face. I'd say give it 10 minutes to get that full drying like effect, but... You guys any more questions? I think I want to wait a second to let this dry so you guys can see as it's drying on your face. So anything I can talk about quick? Any other combos? Or you can just take our setting powder or a pressed powder if you want that matte look. But if you're going to the beach or something, you don't need that matte look. That's why, like, I am obsessed with my pressed powder, like I keep saying. But when I'm just going to the pool and I don't want to look like I have a naked face, I do just love using the BB cream because it doesn't look like nobody's going to look at you and think, why did you put your makeup on for you know, just going by the pool? It just doesn't look like you have makeup on, but you got a little bit of makeup on. So it's nice to, like, even out redness and stuff. They're a kit, like, with all these products? No. There are some collections that have the liquid foundation, the liquid with the powder, or the liquid with the setting powder, or the liquid with the concealer, that type of thing. There's Like I said, there's collections, not that would have like these specific products alone or anything. I can do the BB Brew. I'm not a fan. It's a little thick on my face, the BB Brew. Yes, naturally evens out. Exactly. Yes, BB cream's water resistant too. Yep. So water resistant, if anybody's, new to watching this or whatever, it just makes it bead off your face, but it's not waterproof. So if you like take a piece of paper towel and wipe your face, it's going to come off. But if you get wet and, you just take a piece of paper towel and just kind of damp, like, just lightly dab. There we go. Dab your face. It's not going to go anywhere. I hate my hair's behind my ears. What time is it? How long have we been on here? I feel like, oh my goodness, we've been on here an hour already? Oh, definitely need to get off. Oh goodness, I was not expecting to be on here more than a half hour. This is what happens when, I get busy talking. So many different combos. Okay, is there any other questions? I'm not going to put any more foundation on my face, but I'm going to give it one more second to see if you guys have any more questions about, like, if you missed when I talked about your skin type earlier. So I definitely think this one's going to stay a little bit more shiny because, it's a luminizer. It's meant to give a glow. And then this one is already starting to subside most of the dewiness. And then definitely if you use this alone, again, if you use this alone on your arms or your legs, it's not going to, I'll just show it on my hand quick. I was going to kind of even out your skin tone, but it's going to dry and it's not going to rub off on your clothes. But you definitely want to give it, I'd say give it at least 15 minutes before you try to put your clothes on. Or take your clothes off, either way. Okay, you definitely don't need to use too much. But you can see, hopefully you guys can see, just kind of, it gave me a little bit of tan. Like the tanness it's going to give you is only based on your color because this is not a progressive tan. So it's just going to be that color. But it kind of evened out like, any veins or anything like that. Just kind of, it's like stockings for your body. For glow, I like our powder highlighters the best personally. But I do like, if you do an overall glow, like I said, mixing this with a BB cream, but I love to use our lightest one, which is iridescent. You have a tan now, what would you recommend so I don't have to buy new foundation? Well, okay, wait, what type of foundation are you using? There's many things you can do. If you're using the liquid foundation or BB cream, in general, you can either, like, take another liquid foundation and mix two colors together so you're not wasting that one color, or mix in the body bronzer like I just did, or just take our loose bronzer, or not loose powder, our powder bronzer, and just kind of give your face some color, some glow, that type of thing. Does this color your hands if you apply it that way? Yes, you would want to, like, as you see, it's a little bit, you'd want to wash your hands after you apply it on your body. You put the spray tan on before you moisturize. You put it like right after you freshly wash your face, your body, whatever you're doing. Freshly wash yourself, freshly exfoliate yourself, and then apply that. And then moisturizer after. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take this off my arm. Shine cloth. It's going to bother me the rest of the day if I don't. I don't think there's any more questions. Again, I probably have a million messages after since so many people got off already, but definitely message me a picture in natural lighting if you want help with your color. Tell me about your skin type and I can give you, well, if you've watched this video and you should know what type of foundation you should get, then tell me, I'm going to get this type of foundation, what color, that type of thing, or I can re-recommend something for you. You're welcome, Danny. I'm going to get off, though. It's been long enough. If you guys have any questions, though, message me. Everything's available at KaylaSBeautyTalk.com, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I helped you. Bye, guys.